That is awesome, dude. Look how red he is. That's real animal style right there.
Look at that.
That is a day maker, baby. Oh, look at that.
Real Animals, presented by Contender Boats.
Hey gang, today I'm back in beautiful Crystal River, Florida. I'm at one of my very favorite places, the plantation on Crystal River. It absolutely just kind of transports me back into old Florida. And it's just a short hop, skip, and a jump from my hometown there near Tampa. And I just absolutely love coming to this part of Florida to do some fishing. Central Florida this time of year is absolutely beautiful, you know, with 75-degree days and 55, 60-degree nights. The weather's just spectacular. It's been a little colder here lately, and actually a little bit warmer here the last couple of days, and that should make for a really, really pretty day on the water.
It's hot already, holy smokes.
Hey gang, today I'm back at one of my very favorite places. I'm at the plantation on Crystal River, here in Crystal River, Florida, with my main man, Captain Mario Costello. Mario, what are you thinking? Got some beautiful weather.
Oh yeah, it's nice. This is the second day of the warm-up, so it's been okay. The fishing's been okay, but today should kick it off. We're going to do a little bit of trout fishing this morning, and we always do.
Sure.
Like we always do.
Well, it's February.
This is
that time of year.
Yeah, this place is known for trout, and we'll probably do some sheepshead fishing later this afternoon.
Nice. Rock piles for sheephead,
Oh, yeah.
big trout. How's it getting better now? And I'm super excited. It's going to be an incredible day. So have the trout been up real shallow, or they've been more on the deeper edges? I mean, it's cold water, the water temp's down.
Well,
so.
we've actually been getting them in both places. There's like scattered rock piles just off the shoreline, probably just about where you casted, and about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of water, and just kind of ticking them through those rocks. They've been hitting them there, and it drops off to about 7 feet, 6 feet right in front of us, and they've been in both. So.
Okay, yeah, and I remember several times, you know, we've been here this time of year, that if you could let it get to that edge and then drop it off the edge, that would be pretty good. I just didn't know if they had gotten up shallow yet.
There's a hit. Dang it.
I had a little bump.
Yeah, I just did too.
Mario's throwing a Trout Magic, a Strike King Trout Magic bait. It's got a little spinner bait, little
like a willow leaf
blade,
yeah,
a little blade, spinner blade on the bottom of the jig head. It's really kind of a unique setup that Strike King has come up with. I went a little more conventional with the Rage Swimmer just to see which one they want. You know, one of the keys to throwing artificials with, you know, your buddy or a family on the boat or something, you got more than one bait in the water, you should mix up the colors, mix up your baits, and see what works best for that day. Because you just never know. There's a trout.
There's one.
There's a desired species.
Mr. Trout.
Yep, not bad at all right there.
Power pole's going down.
Power pole down. It's pretty.
It's a nice little trout.
Yeah, not bad. Pretty guy. Those hands wet. Yeah.
Ooh, barely hooked. Look at that. Let's see if we can get him in the boat without. Come on, buddy. It's okay. There we go. Good little trout.
Yeah.
That's the color, I think.
Could be.
That's a good color.
Could be the right color.
We get this little bait.
Nice.
That's a pretty good little bait right there.
That Rage Swimmer's
it
comes in multiple sizes, which
great.
is nice. This time of year, the bait fish that are here are usually pretty small. So you want to match that hatch size-wise.
Yep.
Here's one.
Yep.
Little fella.
Ooh. Yeah. That one got me good, buddy.
Did it? Little saltwater splash.
Yeah. He gave me the fin as he left the building there. Whew. Got the Maui's all wet.
Real Animals is brought to you by Quantum Fishing Reels. Outsmart, outfish, outlast. Mirror Lure, turn on the bite. Ingle, High Performance Coolers. CCA Florida and CCA Florida Star Tournament.
Speckled trout here in west central Florida in the wintertime, kind of a staple fish, very cold water tolerant, beautiful fish. Usually when you get into one, you get into many of them. They tend to school together, especially when things are cold the way they've been here lately. So, you know, things are looking good here as we get up on this first spot. Oh, there he is. Oh.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
Oh,
there he is again.
He hit it again.
Yep, power pole going down.
This one might be a little better. Feels better. Maybe just thinks he's somebody. Staying down. Oh yeah, that's a better
big fish, dude.
Nice trout. Really nice trout.
Oh,
stud right here.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, this one's a stud. Yeah. Nice fish. Nice fish.
That's
pretty, pretty, pretty. Or he ate it too. Look at that.
Ooh, he's gonna get me wet even before we release.
Chartreuse Strike King jig head.
Oh, there you go.
That's all right.
Look at that.
That's a good release.
He threw it at us. That was a good one.
I'll take that release. You betcha. Hey, nice fish,
good
kid.
one. Good one. Good one. I'm switching.
I hear you. I didn't figure it'd take you long.
All right, I'm still power pulled down, so see if we can get one more out of this little hole.
That was a nice fish there. About a 17-inch fish, 18-inch fish, huh?
All right, power pulled up.
So do they ever get on your deep grass flats here?
Yes, they do, but when it warms up. Right now,
okay.
the water temperature is about 58, 59 degrees.
So it's more of a rock.
It is on structure, yeah.
Yeah, get on the rocks.
At the very beginning of the incoming, where the water will start coming up, they'll get really, really close up to those rocks.
This particular area that Mario likes to fish has got a lot of rocks on it. And what happens is the sun bakes on those rocks, and that heat from the sun radiates in the water on these edges, and it warms it up just a degree or two. And when you're talking fishing, that's really all you need to kind of strike a happy place for these fish. You know, just a degree, 2, 3 degrees changes their whole entire mood, puts them in a much more happy place, and they tend to feed better. Oh, there he is again.
There he is. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't even keep up.
Little guy.
Well,
this is the one tool. Everybody should have one in their boat. I've been saying it for years. Should have a D-hooker. This trout got a really tender slime coat on them. And if you can keep from handling the fish, they got a much better chance of surviving. So, and if you do handle them, you know, like Mario did earlier here, just get your hands wet. And that helps to keep that slime coat on there, but everybody should have the old D-hooker handy.
you've got the hot rod.
I'll take it.
The bite's really subtle, and sometimes you can't feel it, or if they grab it and swim towards you,
Yeah.
really difficult to feel.
A lot of people get out here and they think that you gotta have big baits. Big baits catch big fish, and that's not always the case.
Not in the wintertime.
No.
There's one.
What you got there, Bubba?
There's a nice one.
There's a nice trout. Look at that bad boy. Good fish, kid. That a boy.
Nice. Ooh, a jumper too.
That's a good fish. Here, you want
Yeah.
some help?
I think I got it.
All right, I'm gonna fish that.
Yeah, keep going.
That's a dandy there, buddy. Pretty fish.
Nice. Beautiful fish. Right in the top jaw.
Saw that rod load up on that.
Yeah.
one.
Loaded up good. They want it slow and low. On the board.
That a boy. I was trying to lighten up. Let you get something going there. Yeah. I had a bite talking smack.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Real Animals is brought to you by South Seas Island Resort, Rolls Axle Trailers, built like no other, Bull Bay rods combined with tangle-free guides for a difference you can feel. Aqua Traction. Ray Marine, simply superior.
The first couple of fish that are coming to the boat, you know, they're just really, really in great shape. They're super healthy. They've kind of got some shoulders to them, which means they've been eating well. It's one of the prettiest fish that swims in our waters, almost no matter where you catch them, whether you're in the Carolinas, you're out in Texas, Louisiana. Speckled trout are absolutely gorgeous. They got that big yellow mouth. As soon as you set the hook on one, they come to the surface and just get throwing that head back and forth, trying to throw that hook. Absolutely a spectacular game fish and very, very good on the table.
Nope. Gotcha. Big one.
Boy.
Big one.
Boy, Mario.
That's a hoss right there.
Yeah, it is. Look at that thing.
Spot lock right there.
Good fish.
Oh my gosh. Dadgummit.
Woo! It's the worst feeling
There's
of the
nothing
world.
more
There's
disappointing than
nothing.
losing a trout that's like that. That was a big one.
We had a pretty good bite first thing, but then the tide stopped moving. The tide was going out when we first started trout fishing. As is with most fisheries, if the tide's not moving good, you lose your bite. So, you know, we kind of transitioned into running offshore, doing a little bit of that sheephead thing, let that incoming tide get going, kind of cover up those rocks on those areas and try to hit that trout bite again in the afternoon, maybe with that water warming up a little bit as it rose up onto those sun-radiated rocks.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There he is, big one too. Good
Ooh, nice,
sheepy.
nice.
Good sheephead right there. Atta boy. Nice sheepy. Atta boy.
All right.
Nice sheephead. Atta boy.
Good one.
Yeah, look at that bad boy, huh?
All right.
There he is.
Pretty good size
That's
one
a
here.
good shit.
Yeah,
That's a good sheepy. A little dark, huh?
Oh yeah, they're dark colored, man.
It is dark.
Yeah. This thing's fat too. I can barely get my hands around him.
Oh, well, getting ready to go to spawn.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
Right.
We've been out here now for a little while. We've had to really kind of be patient and just keep covering bottom. We've had a couple of bites here and there, both of us, but just not a lot of commitment out of them. But boy, when that one ate, it ate.
Yeah, that's a good one. Not a monster, but
Pretty fish. Yeah, not a monster, but that's a good fish.
yeah.
It's a good keeper sheephead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Get that scale pattern. Look at that.
Pretty fish, huh, boy, Mario?
Woohoo!
He's ready to be in the water,
yeah,
boy.
he was ready to go. He took off. All right, good deal. Good fish, man.
Hey, that boy.
Yeah.
That boy. Target species.
Yep.
Some nice trout. Got a big old sheepy.
Real Animals Tip of the Week is brought to you by Strike King.
Hey gang, this week's tip of the week, I want to introduce you to a great line of lures by my good friends at Strike King Lures. This is called Trout Magic. They've added a spinner right to the bottom of the jig head here. The added vibration from the spoon here, the added flash in the spoon, just a really, really lethal combination. This is the Rage Swimmer. It's got a really neat ridge effect to it, and that gives extra vibration in the water going in a multitude of directions. If you're fishing a finicky fish or fish that may not be in the mood to eat and they're just on that reaction bite, that's a great lure for that type of fishing right there. KVD Swimming Caffeine Shad. This is one of the greatest Strike King baits I believe it's ever been made. Snook on the beach, redfish in the backcountry. I've caught fish just slow rolling it through the grass. Big trout can't turn it down. One of my favorite jig heads on the market is the Strike King jig head right here. If you notice, you look at these jig heads, kind of a longer shank, not a real short shank, so you don't get a lot of short strikes with this bait because it'll catch the fish. The other thing is the hooks are super, super strong, so you don't get hooks bending out, you don't lose fish, they don't break. Just a great, great product here from our good friends at Strike King Lures.
Real Animals is brought to you by Maui Jim. Color, clarity, detail. Plantation on Crystal River. Power Pole. Gator Gems Tackle, not just another tackle store. Closed captioning provided by Gator Ford. The Plantation on Crystal River is a beautiful 50-year-old, 232-acre old Florida-style resort, offering comfortable accommodations and a full-service spa. They call this the Nature Coast for good reason. Fishing is spectacular, from snook, trout, and reds to big grouper and snapper. On-site activities range from golf to boating, fishing, and swimming with the manatees in the natural springs of Kings Bay. The Real Animals Fishing Show can't recommend a better place to stay on the Nature Coast than the Plantation on Crystal River. This week's Tackle Box is brought to you by Cleanse Oil, America's original cleaner, lubricant, and protectant.
In this week's Real Animals Tackle Box, Captain Mario and I are throwing artificials all day, and one of my very favorite rods is this new Bull Bay Assault Rod series. Now this is medium heavy, fast action tip. That just means it's got a lot of backbone here, fast tip, super light. It's got the Quantum Smoke S3 25 on it, so super light, 10-pound braided line, absolutely phenomenal. Whenever the water conditions are dirty and you want to throw plastics, I always recommend a chartreuse jig head. Adds to visibility. You're looking for that reaction strike. Today, the Rage Swimmer was actually the bait of choice. This thing here in green pumpkin pearl was the bait that they really, really wanted. Late in the day, the sun got up. I was looking for a little more flash, but trying to stay in the same color zone. And I went to the KVD Swimming Caffeine Shad, little bigger bait in the baby bass. So same color presentation, green, pearl body, but more flake and flash to it. And that seemed to work really, really well later in the day. When we were out on the rock piles, fishing for the sheephead, I like to go to a Quantum Smoke 40 in that S3, 15-pound braided line in case you get one of those big 8, 9, 10-pound sheepies on. And we go to the 7.6. This is the Real Animal Signature Series rod. Got a little more backbone in it. This is a 17-pound class rod. We got a 1-ounce egg sinker, and we got a 2-aught Nautilus Light circle hook on here for the shrimp. This is all the tackle you need to do exactly what Mario and I are doing today. Get out there and get you some. You know, the bite's been hot and cold. Because of that colder water, these fish are a little bit in a mood. So, you know, we didn't really know what to expect today. It's one of them things where you just kind of splash the boat, you go fishing, you try to use the things that you know to your advantage, and you try to do the best you can.
Gotcha.
Boy.
Nice one. Nice.
Oh boy. Good trout.
Oh, let me get on your side.
Yeah, come on. Woo, look at that.
Nice.
That's a big trout right there. Nice fish. Oh boy.
Ooh, jumper again. Gotcha, buddy.
That's a good fish.
That is a good fish. Look at that.
Pretty. Look at the colors.
Yeah, this one's thick too. This one's got some beef to it.
Yeah, shoulders.
Which is good, yeah.
Yeah, shoulders. It's heavy.
It's jumpy.
You know, and you would think now it's getting later in the day, sun's up high, you would think that'd be, if you're gonna have a bite,
right, now would be the time.
Now's the time. Late in the afternoon, the tides come up on these rocks, they're sun-soaked a little bit. Yeah. You would think that would be the time.
There he is. There you go.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, oh boy.
We'll get around you.
Like I said, just change it up a little bit.
Yep.
Change it up a little bit. KVD.
Bigger is better today.
Yeah, that's a little bigger bait, but pretty much the same color pattern. It's not quite the same as green pumpkin pearl.
Yep.
It's baby bass, so it's a little lighter green. But I thought maybe with the sun up so high, that little brighter color, it's got some lighter, some gold flake in it, that maybe you could pick up that reaction strike because of that. And it looks like it paid off.
Oh yeah, it seems to work
That's a
pretty
good fish right there. Not super long, you know, 18-inch fish.
Yeah.
But the big shoulders on them.
Big and healthy fish,
Yeah, big and healthy fish. Nice job, buddy.
Yeah, you're the one that did all the work.
Well, I didn't do anything.
It's a perfect slot size, but this one's gonna live to see another day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead, swim off. There he goes.
Nice job, Mario. Thanks, buddy.
Beautiful fish.
Thanks, pal.
That's what it's all about.
That's why we come. Yeah, baby. You know, there's really nothing better than being on the water on a absolutely gorgeous day. You know, the winds are down, you're not sweating, there's no bugs. I mean, it's absolutely as pretty a day as you can possibly have. You got a really good friend of yours on the boat. You're having great conversation, just enjoying the day, enjoying the weather, catching a few speckled trout, you know, throwing around some of your favorite lures. It just doesn't get any better. And as you know, I promise you, I will be back here time and time and time again. One of my very favorite places on the planet to come fishing.